Hey, what's up, Facebook? I'm here doing day 16 of my 30-day video challenge. Been a long day today. I'm getting these videos in kind of late, so it's almost 10 o'clock tonight. The Rams had a football game today where they're actually 3-0 so far this season, and no one has scored a touchdown on them. So, pretty proud of our Rams football team. But today, I want to talk about don't make a permanent decision based off a temporary emotion. So sometimes you see that when we're upset, people make a decision that might be life changing based off an emotion that'll be gone in 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm gonna say that again. Sometimes we make decisions that may be life changing based on an emotion that's gonna last 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm gonna give you an example of myself in which honestly I was checked by my father at the time. He checked me, and I didn't see what he saw then, but now I could see it. So basically, maybe it's been about nine years or so now, maybe a little less than that. But I was coaching a JV basketball team. So JV basketball team did very well. Quite a few of my players are my Facebook friends at that time. They were really good guys. I really loved coaching that team, and we actually went 14-2, which at the time was probably the best record, and it might still stand as the best record for a JV basketball team there. So the head varsity coach had let it be known that he was going to be on his way out soon, and that he was basically grooming me to be the varsity basketball coach. So I really had that on my mind and was looking forward to that. So when he decided that he was going to retire, he kind of let it be known, hey, I'm retiring. The program should be yours. So that particular year, the athletic directors had changed over. So therefore, we had a new athletic director. The new athletic director said, well, the job is up for anyone to get. So I was like, okay, I felt like I was qualified and I had done a good job, with the previous team. So I went through the process, but I did not get the job. So, I was done with basketball at that point. I'm not coaching anymore. I'm not going to coach under this new coach. I'm not going to do it. My father basically checked me and told me, like, son, you're getting ready to make a decision based off of a temporary emotion, and this decision could be life changing. And you love the game of basketball. You need to stick with it. So I listened to him because my father's always giving me good advice. So I listened and I stuck with it, and I actually coached under the new coach for 2 years there, and I continued. I basically just coached the JV team for the next 2 years. And what happened is another job opened up, but kind of a little bit of a tragedy happened at that point too, because in my teaching career, I had not been certified yet. I just really started teaching. I was into like my third year, and I was still working on my certification. So the school I was teaching at went zero base. And if you don't know what that means they basically got rid of everybody who wasn't certified as a teacher. So I was one of those people that they had to get rid of in order to go zero base before they rehired again. So they had to go zero base. They had to fire everybody that wasn't certified and hire back. Okay, to make a long story short. So I ended up basically being a homeless teacher. So there was a few jobs opened up. So I went to the school that I'm at now, and I interviewed, and they said, well, you know what, our basketball coach just resigned in like March, and it was probably somewhere around April at the time. It's like, oh, our basketball coach just resigned. We're gonna hire you as a teacher. We're gonna hire you as a coach. And this was a pretty high profile job at the time, and pretty teams doing really well. They won 3 state championships in a row, and I was coming in to be a coach. But I wasn't ready the 2 years prior, because I became a better coach after I didn't get the job because I was hungrier. So sometimes also, when it comes down to making those decisions, we might not actually be ready. So, we're being prepared for what's to come. So I'm just going to encourage y'all, just based off of my story, and some of y'all who know me have kind of seen me live this whole process. And don't make permanent decisions based off of temporary emotions. And I'm so glad that my father actually checked me in that situation, because I love what I'm doing now. I love where I'm coaching, and you know I'm really enjoying it. And just to think, if I would have actually quit at that moment, based off of a emotion that that faded away. So again, Facebook, this is the 16th day of the 30-day video challenge. You know, don't make permanent decisions based off of temporary emotions. Hey, like English Inc. We got the book coming. You know, we have some business things going on right now with the founder of Fiji Water, which is really truly life changing. And I'm glad I didn't make a permanent decision for a temporary emotion then when it was offered to me, and I didn't say, oh, you know, I don't do that type stuff. And you know, and I've done that before, and I'd say, you know, I'm glad I didn't make that decision because it has definitely been life changing. So again, you know, like the English Inc. page. If you have a business, please let me know because I like to support. I like to buy my products from people that I know. I like to buy things from people I know, whether it be clothing. I'm a man Alvin out there, shoes. You know, I love to go to the store and buy shoes in Security Mall. So you know, hey, see y'all tomorrow, and don't make permanent decisions based off of temporary emotions.